real estate, there's a term called price per square foot, and it's exactly what it sounds like. It's basically a way to measure the cost of each square foot within a home. If you've never heard of this or seen this before, try searching for homes online, and most often than not, you'll see it displayed in the info section of a property. Some people use this as a way to determine the value between home to home to home. Others use it to bracket value of certain size homes in an area. And sometimes you even hear it on TV.
Went on the market for $15 million just over a year ago, and now he's agreed to lower it to just under 12.
To determine the price per square foot of any home, all you have to do is take the price, divide it by its size, the square footage, and there you go. Price per square foot. Where I hear this the most is in conversation with homeowners and buyers. Homeowners will sometimes use it as a way to determine the value of their home when they're trying to sell it. Buyers will use it to determine if the price of a home is below, above, or within the region of where they perceive the value to be. The question, is it a good way to tell if a home is priced to market value? Well, I'm here to tell you that it is, and it isn't. Let me explain. Let's take this home for instance. It's a property that we recently listed for sale and it's currently under contract. When I sat down with the owners to determine the market value of their home, we looked at several other similar homes in the area that sold to determine the value of their home. There was a home that just closed and it set the new record in the community. As you can see from the information, it was located on the same community, it had the same number of bedrooms, bathrooms, garage spaces, year built, and it even had the same street name. But it was smaller by 177 square feet. One of the owners actually had a great question for me. Considering that this was a recent sale and it had a lot of similarities as our home, why don't we just take their price per square foot and multiply it by our square footage? It's a good question. Why don't we play that out? The size of their home was 1,743 square feet, and the price of that recent sale sold for $542 a square foot, and it equaled this. But there was also another recent sale that sold for $616 a square foot. So if you take that info, this is what you get here. Now, if you think about it, you could legitimately come up with a valid case to make sense of this. But wait, a question you should be asking yourself is, if that's how value is determined, what else could someone buy between this price and that price? Well, let's take a look. 3-bedroom, detached, larger home. Things aren't looking so good. So you gotta ask yourself, why would a buyer want a 2-bedroom when they can get a 3-bedroom for the same price? Let's also look at this. Price per square foot also determines the value of an interior space. Well, what about the other stuff? Well, what other stuff is there? How about location, floor plan, upgrades, condition, view, and those are just to name a few. If you're comparing two homes and one has all those features and the other one doesn't, well, if they're the same size, are they necessarily the same value? That's like saying a brand new car at a dealership that has all the bells and whistles is the same value as a stock version of the same car. It just doesn't make any sense. But I said earlier that it could also be a correct way to determine value, and in some cases it can. If you have two homes that are identical in every way, it can, but hardly ever are two homes ever the same. So determining the market value of each home can actually be a very tricky process. We have to take into account factors that add and subtract value. And if you're one of those people that think that the estimates that you see on all those home search portals are accurate, well, you've got another thing coming, which would probably make for another really good video. I don't know. What do you think? I'm Chris Kwan with Compass Real Estate, and that's price per square foot.